All right, we good. I heard you sing a
Yes,
kiss
yes,
and say
sir.
goodbye. Yeah,
Sir?
sound great. Sound great.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh,
Thank you
it's a
so
You
much.
guys
pleasure.
are
Yeah, it's
awesome. I've
definitely
been
a pleasure.
checking you out. You're awesome.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you. Thank
And the
you.
most important thing is that it's you. Whatever you sing, you guys make it yourselves.
Yes,
And you
Yes,
sir.
sir.
put yourselves in it. And
Yeah.
that's where you want to be. You want your audience to know who you are.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And that's exactly what you're doing.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Hey, look.
for people like you and you know the time that you guys was doing that, man, it's such an impact on us young fellas
Yeah,
to
facts.
try, you know,
Man.
to tell the young people
Yeah.
on this side how you guys did it back then. You know, it's such an amazing thing, man.
Yeah.
And I enjoy
Yeah,
singing.
Thank you.
it's it's all about how much you love it. And
Yes,
I've
sir.
been watching you guys, and I could see that you're together most of the time. You're singing.
Yes, sir.
You love what you're doing, and that's what you
Yes,
have
sir.
to do to be successful. And plus,
There you
you
go.
do songs that have substance.
Yes,
Yes,
You
sir.
sir.
you want your fans to know that you're singing from the heart and you're telling a
Yes.
story, and you want
Right.
them to identify with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. That's
So
very true.
I gotta ask you, you know, back in them times when you guys was doing that, it was almost like people was falling out and stuff like that to see you guys live, man. How you managed to just like, you know,
Right.
how you managed to keep your composure like that?
Well, it's I started out singing in church gospel,
Oh, okay.
and I still do gospel.
Okay.
Okay.
And I was always taught by my dad and my uncle to sing from your heart.
Mhm.
And sometimes when you see people get excited like that and express themselves, they cry, they may faint. It gives something back to you. It make you want to give even more to them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
That's
Hey, and I
Man,
would
we
say
are
that
certain-
amazing.
down to the shoots to the shoes, y'all was sharp all the way across the board, man. So like just coming up in that era of music where there's such a great era of music, and you had so many like other like groups that were out there as well, as long as it's so is y'all. So how did you maintain to keep that focus but have that competitive nature at the same time, knowing that there were so many other
Right.
groups out there?
Yeah. Well, first of all, a lot of back in the day, each group had its own sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could put a
definitely,
record
yeah.
on and say, "Oh, this is the Dramatics. This
Mhm.
is the Delphonics. This is the Dells." You know, even to the solo artists, the same thing. And we always had friendly competition, and we always most of the time, and I would say 95% of the time, we respected each other. To the fact that when we go on stage, if an artist went on before us and left the stage hot, we knew that we had to come out there and go to work.
Right.
Oh,
And
wow.
and it was like we pushed each other. Basically, what we did was when we performed with different groups, the battle of the groups, we pushed each other.
So
Man.
knowing that you guys are from Jersey City,
Yeah.
right? How did like the name Manhattans come about? The Manhattans.
Well, actually, I joined the group in 1970,
Oh,
and the
wow.
group had been together like 6 years, 7 years before.
Okay.
And the group was named after the drink at first.
Oh,
The
wow.
logo was a cross cane and white gloves and top hat.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
And then we decided that we had to be positive. We wanted to present ourselves as positive and classic.
Right.
So we changed
There
it
you
to the Manhattan skyline.
Man.
Manhattan
Wow.
with the skyline as the backdrop.
Oh, wow. That's
Man.
beautiful, man.
Guys, for y'all tuning in, you are here tuned in right now, the Legend Talk with Mr. Gerald Alston from the
Yes.
Manhattans.
Yes,
45 charting hits on
Yeah.
Billboard R&B charts, y'all.
Man.
Like this is legendary right now. Like this is so surreal. Like I don't know. Like I'm so excited right
Yeah,
now
I'm
because
trying to
back then, like the music, like the harmonies were
Yeah.
just so like everything was so. It felt like it was so effortlessly from the performance, from the singing, the everything. Like, what was your favorite moment out of like? It's hard. I know it's a hard question to ask, but like out of your whole career, what was your favorite moment that you remember the most?
Wow. Let me see. There were quite a few, but one that I will always remember is the in 1996 we performed in Johannesburg, South Africa for the first time. All of our songs that were charted, that had been released, had been hits in South Africa. We'd never gone. And we played the first night at Standard Bank Arena. And when we were in the tunnel coming out, we did the overture just before we came out. And when we started singing, the fans erupted. It was so loud, you could feel the vibration of the stadium.
Wow.
And they sung every song with us. Every song. We had, we were like we were basically really superstars there.
Oh,
You know, we went there for 4 days and we stayed 15 days performing.
wow.
They were adding shows each night and they were selling out as they were adding them.
Oh,
And
man.
even the young kids, there were kids, I would say 10, 11 years old, knew about the Manhattans, knew about the history of the Manhattans. Some of them could tell us where we recorded at, what studio we recorded. And it's because their parents passed our music down.
Exactly.
And when the most touching thing about it was when they we were told that during the era of apartheid, the comfort that they got from when they come home from work or wherever, they listened to the Manhattans and the Whispers. We were the only two groups that gave them, that they got comfort from.
Right.
And when we performed there, it was just unbelievable.
Man.
And I would say that would have to top it all. It was very emotional.
Wow,
And at that time, the late Blue Lovett was alive, and we were together there. And he, that was the first time I seen him get that emotional, you know. And we both got to a point where tears were streaming down our face. And the whole time we were there, every song that we sang, they knew it, and the fans sang it with us.
Man, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
That's I love that.
We can go somewhere, especially another country like that.
Yeah.
Word for word.
Oh yeah.
Man.
And by that time we had, we came back together for a reunion tour in '93, and the new singers that we had was Troy May and David Tyson. They were with us in South Africa. And you know, speaking of that, another time was next to that, or about the same, was when we won our first Grammy in 1980. We won a Grammy for Shining Star, Best Duo or Group, and we were up against some heavy hitters. I think it was the Commodores, the Pips, Glass Knight and the Pips, Spinners. I think we were up against them for a Grammy. And God blessed us, and we got it.
Y'all got it, man.
Grammy Award
that's
winning,
passion,
legendary Grammy Award winning
That's
Manhattans, y'all.
Yes.
Man, so Mr. Gerald, so you've seen so many different phases of R&B, from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, to the 2000s, even to now. Like, what would you say is the state of R&B right now, like where it stands, like how it is now?
I would say that the state of it, music changed over the years. Each year is a cycle where it changed.
Right.
Where R&B may be one style, maybe ballads, then R&B may be up tempo, maybe mid tempo. I think it's in the new age of today.
Right.
But what I always say, and I stick to, because this year the Manhattans have been celebrating 57 years.
Hey,
That's a blessing.
that's good.
And we have lasted that long simply because of the songs that we sing.
Right.
We sing songs that people that identify with us.
Yeah.
And I think now with what's going on today, artists just sing a little more with what people want to hear about themselves, the reality. And that's what I was saying about you guys. You guys sing, you make it yourself, you deliver the songs, you tell the story.
Yes,
and
sir.
that's what's most important.
Thank you.
You know, but music changes, you know, as each year.
Yeah.
Or every so many years, the whole genre change. So we have to be prepared to deal with it. Even though we are balladeers, we have 2 songs. We got a song that we just released back maybe about 8 months ago.
That's so
Getting Ready.
Yeah.
And then we're getting ready to release another song in about another couple of weeks called She's Coming Home.
Okay.
They're up-tempo tunes, but the songs tell a story.
Right.
You know, and but we know where our foundation is. Our foundation is, you know, I had to meet you here today.
Y'all hear that?
Y'all hear that?
So that's where we are. You know, but we're trying to reach out to everybody, and that's what we may have. You know, in this era of music, we may have to change up a little bit. We'll keep our foundation. We'll never deviate from it. But we want to reach out and grab the younger fans too, you know, because I know a lot of our younger fans like our music. They just don't hear it.
Right.
They
You
do.
know, we don't get it played on radio like we used to.
I love it.
You don't go
I
to
love it.
Sirius
I'm a
XM.
fan. I love it.
Yeah. And
So,
that, you know, that was the
we're
main
trying to
reason why
bridge
we
that
were.
gap.
Yeah.
And that was the main reason why we started doing covers.
Right.
You know, to
Yeah.
show love and then pay homage to those that came before us and paved the way, because you guys paved the way for all R&B groups, R&B music, period.
That's true.
You know, and just wanted to introduce the youth that the songs that they love, the covers that they hear us sing, where it comes from, where it all started. So this right here is like, we thank you so much for doing this, because, you know, just, I don't know, man, I'm geek right now.
It's also,
You know, I
also
got to
show-
tell you guys something. Luther Vandross was one of the best singers I've heard to do covers. I mean, Luther could sing, period. He could sing anything, and that was all right with me.
Right.
But he was one of the best artists I've heard do covers. And let me tell you guys something, the 3 of you something. You're right there with him.
Wow.
I've listened to covers that you guys have done, and every time, you know, it's you. You make it you. You keep the melody, but you make it you.
Thank
and
you.
that's real important.
Oh
And
man,
when you
that's
carry that over into the songs that you write and sing, it takes it to another level.
yes, sir.
Man, that's
true.
That's a blessing,
That's
man.
humble, man.
That
Thank
is-
you.
that
Thank you
is
so
true.
much.
Yeah, and like he was saying, we do the old school covers, and then we show people that young people we have the vocability to take it there and still maintain what's going on with today's. And some young people don't know covers. The covers that we're saying they don't know, so we introduce it into like, hey, this is the Manhattans.
Right.
Somebody, I love that song, Kiss and Say Goodbye.
Yeah.
Not like very rare people that don't know, but most people do know. But we sang them covers, and I'd be like, man, I want to do it like Mr. Gerald. I want to do it like Mr. Gerald did it.
Man.
I listen to you, and I say, hey, I want to do it just like that, man. Yeah, so it's an honor. It's definitely a pleasure.
Well approved. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much. And you know, also what keeps the Manhattans alive and keep our show going good, we have a great group of musicians. You know, our band is called East Coast Connection. And the one gentleman has been with us 42, 43 years.
Wow.
And I guess the lowest man on the totem pole might be 25 years. Okay. But these guys know us. They know
your sound.
They know our sound. They know when we change, you know, like they know us so well that they can move with us on stage. In fact, sometimes they give us inspiration to do something different on stage.
Right.
You know, and I have to give it to them. I want to shout out to my musicians and my whole staff. We have a great group of guys that work with us, our sound guys, you know, our musicians, our road manager, you know, and we have the right combination.
Right.
And that mean a lot. That mean a whole lot. And you guys got the right formula too.
Thank you.
You got the right formula.
And another one more question. You know, we're doing tours and being on tour and going from state to state. Like, and you have to almost sing the song every night the same way. How you manage to like keep your vocals and stuff like clear?
Well, I don't smoke.
Exactly.
I don't drink. And I do vocal exercises. I warm up. Sometimes if sometimes it depends on where we are. If I can vocalize every day, but all you need is 10 minutes to warm up. Sometimes
That's it.
working.
Yeah.
And I learned one thing about singing, that even though we have to sing the same songs over night after night, our fans sometimes give you that inspiration that you never sing it the exact same way.
Ooh,
you know, it may
right.
be something a little different that you do. And it's hard for me to say because it's spontaneous. It's
it is.
It's nothing I practice or try to do. You know, it just happens.
It's that moment.
It's that moment, right?
Yeah, and that's the moment I'm telling you that you guys got. You know, it's there. You got it. And I have to say this to you. Let no one and nobody come between you.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Keep that, you know, because you can last and you'll be around a long time. You know, I've seen artists come and go. But the ones that stay together are the ones who really going for reaching for the same goal. They may have different ways sometimes getting there, but you're going for the same goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, with so many transitions, like different members in the group, and over all the success that y'all gathered for over the years, how did you maintain staying focused and giving it your all, knowing that there was, you know, trials and tribulations that you had to face?
Yeah, you know, first of all, I believe in God. My faith is strong. And I pray to God. I never go on a stage without thanking him and praising him for the
all the time
gift that he's given me. And I always ask God to give me strength, not to show off, but to go out and be who I am to my fans. You know, our fans, and I'm going to say this exactly right, we're not doing our fans a favor by performing for them. They're doing us a favor by coming to see us perform. So therefore, we need to give them our best at all times. And when I joined the Manhattans, instantly I found out there was no such thing as big head. That went out the window. And I was taught that early age. And the trials and tribulations, I've learned, only make you stronger if you stick with it. You know, there have been times we didn't get paid. There have been times we got there and the gig was canceled. You know, there have been times the place has been full and the promoter walked out with the money.
Yeah. But
we couldn't quit because this is who we are. And we stayed with it. And that's how we existed this long.
Man,
you have to really want it bad enough to you know, to do it. And there are times when you really sometimes feel like you want to just say, oh no, I'm out of here. But if this is the gift that God gave you, you have to use it. You have to use it. And be wise with it.
Yes, sir.
You know, don't abuse it. Don't be dissipating and up all night, smoking, drinking, you know, dissipating. You have to take care of it because that's your gift. And that's your ministry. In fact, you know what? Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if I could do something with you guys one day.
Oh,
man. Amazing.
We ready, man. That'd be amazing.
Please.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yes.
That would really be nice.
Yes, sir. Yes,
man,
it
that's
would.
Crazy.
Yes,
So we're gonna make that happen. Some kind of way we're gonna make it happen.
All right.
So you got a new single coming out that's called She's Coming Home With Me. Is there any way that we can get an album from you guys?
Ooh.
Without a doubt. We're in the process of finishing it. And as soon as it's finished, I'll make sure. Everybody listening, I will make sure that Final Draft get a copy.
Hey,
man.
Thank you, because, man, it's missing. It's definitely missing.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah. It's definitely missing. We want to thank you for everything, man. You taught us a lot.
Yes.
All the songs and everything. So, but you know what? I got this from I got this for you. Play this.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
I love it, man. You guys are awesome, man.
Thank you.
So get ready, y'all. Hey. Oh yeah. It's on the streaming platforms everywhere. Go check it out, y'all. listen to this.
Man.
Hey. We don't have to rush. We can take our time. Harmonies go crazy. Everybody clap. Come on, y'all. Come on. Hey. Hey. It's Legend Talk. Mr. Gerald Alston. The Manhattan's Grammy Award winning 45 charted hits. R&B. Legend himself. I love it, man. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Man, I love it. I love it,
man. Like, so.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to say this, like, knowing how beautiful y'all sing, I already know when it came to rehearsal, once you heard those harmonies and everything come together, it's like just this feeling in your body. Can you take us through a Manhattan's day of just studio time, rehearsing, and just getting ready, just period?
Well, I'm going to take you back a little further.
Oh.
I remember my very first recording session. And I had never had a professional recording, and it was produced by Bert Keys. And I remember going in the studio, and I walked in the studio and I saw the whole setup, the strings, the horns, the rhythm section, and I thought they were going to lay the track and then we sing on the track.
Yeah.
And Bert Keys put me in a booth by myself, put the Manhattans in a booth by themselves, and we did a song called A Million to One. And oh my God, to sing with that orchestra for the first time blew me away. And through only God's grace, one take it took us to do that song.
Wow. Because the instrumentation back then was
ooh,
it's just.
I mean, you guys, man, you guys have live instruments too in the studio. Where today is just.
And when we rehearse, it's the same thing. Like I said, our musicians know us so well. I could tell my music director is and I could tell him what I want. And when we get in rehearsal, they already know it. Anything new, the guys walk in. My guys are sensational. My musicians are sensational. And, you know, and the guys, Troy and Dave singing, when we come in, all we have to do is come in and sing. The three of us come in and sing. In fact, our guitar player sings the fourth note since we lost Blue. I mean, Dwight Fields. The guitar player sings the fourth note. But when we walk in, they know everything. Our rehearsals are easy. We spend a lot of time working on it, getting the vocals right, make sure our vocals are right so that we can project it and sing it the right way to our fans. You want to always, no matter how much you may change certain things in the songs, you want to sound like your record.
Always.
And on top of that, even when you add to that, you know, then you're going someplace. You know, like when you ad lib or when you sing something different or say a line or two in it that's not there, when you do that on top of what you already doing and you sound like your record, you take your fans to the next level.
Man.
Yes. You sound just like your record.
Right? Just like, no. You change it, it still sounds.
Thank you.
I just love how effortlessly it looks. Like, even for when you perform, from even just watching just the performance, from the swaves to the, I don't know, everything was just so much cleaner and just like polished.
I have a question, like with and rest in peace, with losing some of the guys in the group, how did that affect you with today's, like, you know, I know you had to put other guys in the group to replace them, but to have that chemistry and that sound, you know.
Well, it was rough. You know, we lost 3 guys back to back. I lost Edward Bivens, Winfred Lovett, Blue Lovett, and Kenneth Kelly. They all passed away within about 60 days of each other.
Wow,
man.
Totally. In fact, one passed away on the 3rd of December 2014. The other one passed away on the 9th. And then Kenneth passed away later on in January.
Mm.
And it was rough, you know. But fortunately, before Blue had gotten sick and stopped singing, we had put into place David Tyson and Troy May. And these guys came in, they stepped in and took it right to the next level. And with our guitar player singing, that harmony is not lost.
It's not lost.
You know? And I could never replace the guys,
Exactly.
my original guys, but these guys have stepped in, and
Yeah.
I truly, truly love them and
cool.
appreciate for what they're doing.
Yeah,
You know, I couldn't have asked for better singers.
That's good.
That's good. God is good, man. And
All the
to
time.
even keep
All
it
the
the
time.
same, you know. So
Yeah.
that's
And
amazing.
we promised, I made a promise to the late Blue Lovett that we would keep the legacy alive. And we're doing so with the new album coming. We got some good ballads on there. You're gonna like those too.
Is Blue is Blue the one with the deep voice?
Blue is the one with the deep voice.
This has got to be the saddest day. That man right there. I just want
That's
to
it.
his voice was that real, man? Like, God dang.
And that was his natural voice. His voice was just like that. Just like Melvin Franklin of the Temptations' voice was a bass voice in speaking. Blues was a deep bass voice in speaking.
Wow, man.
And also, what was funny, Blue could sing first tenor.
What?
Wow.
Was that deep?
From bass to first tenor, he could do it.
Wow.
He can go that low.
That's talent, man. That's talent.
Yeah.
That's real deep.
And he had to talk before you, like the Kiss to Say Goodbye, when he talked before you actually come on. I can imagine just people just like going crazy when they hear that deep voice.
What?
Oh yes, he actually wrote the song.
Wow.
He wrote "Kiss and Say Goodbye."
Wow.
And I remember the day we had rehearsal that day, and he called me early that morning. He said, "Gerald, I got a song. Meet me at the studio before the guys get there." And we got in there, and he played this little melody. He said, "Sing this line," and I sang, "It's gonna hurt me. I can't lie. Maybe you'll meet another guy. Please, darling, don't you cry. Let's just kiss and say goodbye."
Hey.
That was the first line that I sang in that song.
Yo.
And then we went to the verses, and the rest was history.
Man,
Rest was history.
man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is
So this question I got right now, I know it's hard. Like as an artist, as us as artists, it's always hard for us to choose our favorite song from hits from Kiss to Say Goodbye, Shining Star. What was your favorite record to sing?
Even though Shining Star was our first Grammy, Kiss and Say Goodbye was our first million seller. My favorite song was the very first song on Columbia Records, a song we recorded, and the title of our first album on Columbia was titled "There's No Me Without You."
There's no.
And
Hey, that song go hard. That song go. Hey, that's my favorite. I love Kiss to Say Goodbye. But There's No Me Without You, man. Oh man.
And the reason being, it's a love song, but it also speaks to our fans, the publicists, the journalists, the radio people.
That's right.
Our fans that all support us.
That's right.
And in my show, in our show, I always dedicate that song to the stage crew, the fan, radio, publicity people, because without them, we wouldn't exist. You know, so there's no me without you. And, you know, when you look back in the day in radio, which is not like that today, you had a certain jock in each city that everybody loved, that everybody listened to. If that DJ said your song was a hit, they went out and bought it. And they would play it. And then sometimes they used to do this little thing, sounds so nice, but play it twice, they pick it up and start it again. We don't do that anymore. But There's No Me Without You is the reason. That's the reason why There's No Me Without You. Is why I sing that song for all of our fans, all the radio, and the publicity staff at the record companies, because it takes all of those things to come together to make us who we are.
Yeah.
You know, and the only way this group has lasted 57 years is because of being humble, being respectful to our fans. And this is something I know you guys do it. Be humble to your fans. Be humble to yourself. It don't hurt to take 5 minutes to sign an autograph. It doesn't take, you know, it doesn't take any energy at all to be nice to your fans.
Yeah.
And respect them.
That's right.
Because, like I said, they're the ones that make and break you.
Yes, sir.
And you guys stay humble and keep doing what you're doing. And I'm telling you, the sky's the limit. It may take you a little longer sometimes, but the sky's the limit. Yeah. It's better to go this way, slowly go up, than to go up.
That's right.
And drop down.
And drop down. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I want to play your new single. She's Coming Home With Me. But before I do that, what's the story behind that?
Well, it's about your lady. You know, you got a beautiful lady, and she's with you, and she attracts attention from all the other guys. You know, and they be cracking on her. But and what I'm simply saying, you can look all you want, you can rap all you want, but at the end of the night, she's coming home with me.
I know that's right, Mr. Gerald.
That's how I gotta play it. Like
I know that's and right. I wrote that with my keyboard player Curtis Dukes, and he produced it.
Oh, shout out to Curtis Dukes. Here we go. We get into it right now, y'all. Hey, and Mr. Gerald, let them know where they can find all your music at right now.
Okay. Right now, you can go to, we on iTunes, CD Baby, release most of our stuff, but you can get it on iTunes.
I wanna be with her every hour. That's why I know that our love was meant to be. Oh, yes, it was. That makes me feel this way. Whenever there's a cloudy day, all those guys can see, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, let him know, Mr. Gerald. Come on. Hey. I love your voice.
It still got that New Jack Swing like sound.
we gotta have the album.
Yeah, and you know, thank you. And those are our musicians that's playing on there.
Man,
our musicians.
That's a live band. That's definitely a live band.
Yeah. You know, we have a website, and the website is letsjustkissandSayGoodbye.com.
Wow.
We have Instagram, the Manhattans, featuring Gerald Alston.
Underscore.
Yeah. I see it on the screen.
Yeah. Got it, Ken.
Yeah. So our fans can reach us that way. And also, you're the first that's playing She's Coming Home With Me. You are the first. And it's actually going to be released in a couple of weeks. I release CD Baby, but it goes to all the other digital platforms. Also, I've had the opportunity in my years to work with all the greats, you know, and I've learned from all of them. I worked with the Spinners. My very first show with the Manhattans was with the Dells, the Spinners, a group called Willie Feaster and the Mighty Magnificents, Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, Brenda and the Tabulations, Kool and the Gang. We were in Richmond, Virginia at the mosque. And the show was unbelievable, you know, and I've worked with, we just worked with Patty a couple of years ago. We worked with we did the last tour with Marvin Gaye, his last tour. You know, Temptations, God, I can name them. You name it, we worked with them. It's been an honor because, you know, we've learned, you learn so much from them, you know, and the Dells, I have to tell you, the Dells, even today, there's Vern and Mickey, but the Dells, when the whole group was together, even to this day, they will always be my mentors. The guys in the group were my mentors when I joined, but the Dells will be my mentors because they were a group that tell you, just like I'm telling you about yourselves. Yes. They will tell you the real deal. They never would tell you you sound good if you didn't. They would never say you sound bad, but they will pull you aside and show you where you went wrong or how to try to guide you in the right direction. And I love them. I love them for that.
Yeah. Always need someone to keep it real with you like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Always. Yeah. Always. Well, Mr. Gerald, we wanted to do something special for you for coming on and joining us on our second episode of Legend Talk. Y'all just tuning in. This is Mr. Gerald Alston from the Manhattans. Man, it was a great interview, great time. So we want to do something special for you, man. I can't say
great.
No more, man.
No, nobody can tell me nothing now. They heard it from your mouth.
Sir. I don't think I can get as deep as Blue, but we can work something.
We've been meeting here so long. Guess what we done? All is wrong. Please, darling, don't you cry. Let's just kiss and say goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, I can't lie. If a handkerchief that wipe your eye. Please, darling, don't you cry. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You see how you made that yourself? You made it exactly who you are.
Yes, sir.
And I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Mr. Gerald, we thank you for coming on with us.
Yes, sir.
This was such an amazing experience for us.
Yeah.
You know, like, you paved the way for us. We love the music that you made and are making and just the impact that you left for us. Just want to say, like, I want to be great just like them one day, have a legacy just like that. We thank you for your career. We thank you for you. We thank you for your voice. Yes. Thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate you.
And when this COVID-19 everything settled down, we will be working. We're gonna do something. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna make it work.
We might have to do like what?
Okay. Now, Boys, Lucky, and Devon.
Yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man. Let me tell you something. Keep God first. Stay true to what you're doing.
Yes,
and don't let nobody come between you.
Yes,
you know, and continue to sing songs from your heart and sing songs with substance. And like I said, it may take you a few minutes to get to where you want to go.
Yes.
But believe me, you'll get there. And you will be remembered.
Yes.
And keep God first all the time.
Man,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All
Definitely
day,
will.
every day.
thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Look,
Thank
thank
you.
you for the new music. Thank you for the
Yes.
old music.
Yes.
Thank you for all. We still waiting for the album, so we
And
excited.
You got it
God,
coming.
guys,
You
to
got
continue,
it.
and God bless you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
stay
Bless
safe
you.
during
And
this
stay
time.
safe.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. And God bless you and the family, Mr. Gerald. We will keep in touch.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. Please do. Please.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes. Legendary talk.
Yes, sir.
You are a legend. Man, that's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy. Hey, yo,
Geek, man. Come on, man. Another episode of great. Another episode of Legendary
that was
Talk.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
It
Man.
don't get no better than
The
that. Coming from
Manhattan's Mr. Gerald Alston himself.
Coming from the
it
GOAT
only goes up
himself.
like this,
The
like
GOAT.
he said.
The GOAT. That's the line that stick out to me the most when he said, you want to go like this. You don't want to go straight up.
Cause you'll fall back down.
Come back. Man, that's
man.
the advice and the gems that he gave. Just